Okay, wow. Welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I am Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a post-fight show for UFC Fight Night, Berlin, Germany. Jedrzejczyk versus Penne for the UFC Women's Strawweight Championship of the World, the 115-pound title. And, oh man, sparks flew. There was hits all over the place, and, the motherland. Deutschland, yeah, Germany, whoo, yeah. Oh, man, just the stars came out, and, Germany has a lot of stars. They got, we got the 4-time World Cup champions, and in men's soccer, and 2-time, so far, women's World Cup champions in soccer, and, 4 in men's and 2 in women's. Anyways, just like, you got, when I talk about the hits too, I'm not necessarily talking about the hit German band Rammstein. Man, wow. I'm talking about the hits in the octagon cage in the UFC. Anyways, okay, I'm just joking around, guys. Yeah, okay, so let's get straight to business here. The post-fight show of the main card of UFC Fight Night Berlin. The main event was the UFC Women's Strawweight Championship of the World. Joanna Jedrzejczyk versus Jessica Penne, and this was a great, amazing fight. This deserved fight of the night. Joanna, she won TKO punches and knees round 3, towards the tail end of round 3. I think it was a good stoppage. They could have let it go on for maybe another 20 seconds, but it was just a dominant win for Joanna. But I think Jessica, she could come back from this loss. I think she could learn her mistakes in this loss. Just, obviously just work on everything, stand-up, ground game, don't neglect anything in training, as usual, and she's talented, she's a veteran, she's a former Invicta atomweight champion of the world, and I think strawweight's not a bad weight class for her. She definitely belongs in the UFC, and she's definitely still a top contender, so I think, she could look back from the tapes, learn from this loss, and win another match or two and find herself possibly in a rematch with Joanna. I think Joanna, Jessica is probably going to be her toughest test for the foreseeable future. Maybe Carla Esparza rematch, if depending on how Carla feels in a rematch. But, I would definitely consider her, and then also newly signed Jessica Aguilar. I think she could have a chance against Joanna, but Joanna's pretty tough. Yeah, it was a striking match, first and second round, and third round she gets knocked out. Not a whole lot of ground on this stuff. There was some clinching, but not a lot of ground game. It was all pretty much stand-up, what I thought it would be. I knew Joanna could keep it standing, and Jessica could hang in there and stand and bang for a little bit. This fight turned out fairly what I thought it would. Great fight. So first title defense for Joanna. Then the co-main event was a featherweight clash with Tatsuya Kawajiri. Tatsuya Kawajiri is a veteran in the sport. He's amazing, and I thought he was just going to get dominated by Dennis Seaver, even though Kawajiri is a veteran and is well-rounded. I thought Dennis Seaver, home field advantage. He's hungry for that victory after the Conor McGregor loss. And Dennis Seaver is an underrated ground game, but what shocked me is Kawajiri was able to take Dennis Seaver down round after round. And Dennis Seaver, he was able to hold his own with Kawajiri being in his guard. But, it was all... It was mostly defense, very little offense, and if the judges wanted to say Dennis Seaver won this 29-28, unanimous decision, obviously I would have been happy, and I could see that. But I think, unfortunately, even though I'm a Dennis Seaver fan, the right guy won the fight. Kawajiri, he was slightly more aggressive. He did land a little bit more. He looked good in Dennis Seaver's guard. And yeah, so Kawajiri wins 29-28, unanimous decision across the board. Yeah, and then also on the main card we had a welterweight clash with Peter Sabota and Steve Kennedy. And yeah, Peter Sabota, I knew he is just insanely good ground game, and him being a veteran and has worked his craft over the years. Yeah, submission, rear naked choke. It was round one. I think Peter Sabota, he fed off the crowd, being a German citizen, practically, living there his whole life. Yeah, Peter Sabota, he's really reinvented himself after getting cut by the UFC way back when. He's went on a win streak since then and is looking good in the welterweight division. And I think he's a possible contender in the welterweight division. Top 10 contender. It's hard to say if he could be fighting for the belt in a few more wins, but we'll see. I think he definitely is hanging in there for now, and yeah, he's definitely getting better over time. Like a bottle of wine, just getting better with age, I guess. Yeah, then to kick off the main card, we had a lightweight clash with Nick Hein and Lucas Sajewski. And yeah, Nick Hein, I knew he was going to win this one. He was hungry for it. He got 30-27 across the board, unanimous decision victory. Nick Hein, he trains with some of the best, and he's just his striking's gotten better, his groundwork has gotten better. He looked better than the James Vick fight, and is still, like I said on my pre-fight show, I think he got robbed in the James Vick fight. I think James Vick was coasting by the last couple of minutes of that fight, and yeah, Nick Hein, he's hungry. I mean, he's even though he's up there in age for a lightweight, he's in his mid to late 30s, and he's age bracket, and he's he's had some fights, but yeah, he's a strong, and he has cardio to last 3 good rounds. And yeah, unless you're in a title fight, a 5-minute round, 3 good rounds all you need. And even in a title fight, if you win 3 rounds, and it goes to decision, you win the majority of that decision. You either win unanimous or whatnot. So yeah, Nick Hein is looking good, and he just outlanded Lucas. It was pretty much a stand-up war, and it was pretty much a boxing match. It was an exciting fight. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So that wraps up the post-fight show for UFC Fight Night Germany. And stay tuned for my next episode, which will be a pre-fight for UFC Fight Night Romero versus Machida. And yeah, until then, I guess me and my boys, we'll see ya. Yep.